One of my favorite things about Disney Dreamlight Valley is all of the little hidden Mickeys that are kind of like spawned around in the valley, and this Mickey Cloud is no different. It's one of those touches that I just love to see in decor videos, or especially DreamSnaps, but it can be difficult to know where is it, how to get it to show up, or how to actually get it to do what you want. And believe it or not, you can. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through super quickly the exact steps on how to make it appear, how to reset it if it's not quite right, and just a couple of little tips to help you get the perfect shot. Alright, so I am up on the Plaza floating island. I'm showing you here just because it's got better sight lines than in the valley, but this trick does work in the valley as well. It's just a little bit easier to see on an empty floating island. But if we look up to the sky and we kind of like put the camera down a little bit, you'll see at the moment, if I scroll all the way around, there doesn't appear to be any sort of floating Mickey cloud anywhere. Taking a look all the way around, so there doesn't seem to be a floating Mickey cloud at the moment. And if I wanted one in my DreamSnap, let's say that I wanted it in the background of this shot, the simple way to really get it to spawn is literally to run inside and back out of one of the houses. I believe that you can fast travel as well between the wells to kind of like re-trigger the sky. But if we come out of the house and we take another look around, you will see that there is a Mickey cloud now spawned up in the sky. Although this one does have another cloud kind of like attached to it. The other thing I wanted to know is you have to do this with the camera view. You have to like kind of like take around with the camera, because in furniture mode, it doesn't quite get high enough to let you see the angle. So there's no way to kind of tell if you've got a Mickey cloud in furniture mode. So do make sure that you do it with the camera. But you can see that there's one just up there, kind of like floating its way around. Now, with the Mickey clouds, they do take around 15 minutes, I believe, somewhere between 15 to 30 to complete a full cycle, kind of like around the sky. So if you do get to a point where you miss it, like in a shot right here, you will have to wait like 15, 30 minutes. But you can keep an eye on it. I mean, the sky is moving all of the time, so it's pretty easy to keep an eye on. But if you think that's a little bit too big, and you're not loving that size, you can run back inside to force respawn it, so it will reset the sky. And then you can take a look and see what it brings up. So this time it's actually gotten rid of the cloud again. So that is something to be aware of. Actually, I think that it's behind that one. You can see that it's kind of got Mickey's ears. So the only issue, it's not really an issue because it's pretty easy to execute, but the only issue is that the Mickey cloud is kind of random with the other clouds. So it's worth going in and out quite a few times just to make sure you get it right, because there's one version of the Mickey cloud that is quite small and high in the sky, which is really helpful because it makes it look super compact and super impactful. But then there's also a big version just like this one. I mean, this is, for me, this is like a perfect version of the Mickey cloud because it is so big and it's so impactful. Like, I'm not going to wait for it to come round, but if we go into photo mode, you'll see that you can really get a pretty impactful shot with this gigantic Mickey cloud. Now, I love it. The hidden Mickeys in this game are one of my favorite things. I love trying to get them in my shots for DreamSnaps, but sometimes it's just a little bit too much work. And if I've got other things in play, like companions or characters or stuff like that, it doesn't always work out with the timings if you're waiting for certain animations. But if you are doing a DreamSnap that's kind of like just you, or maybe you're using an accessory, this Mickey cloud is perfect. I know that a lot of voters love Mickey clouds, so something like this could be really beneficial for your DreamSnap. And then it just kind of like sets you up in the voting, because a lot of people will see a Mickey cloud in voting and vote immediately. Here's an example of a slightly smaller one. Perhaps you didn't want one the size of that large Mickey cloud and you just kind of wanted it to be a little smaller in the sky. This one works perfectly as well. I chose the cloud cottage specifically for this video because we're talking about Mickey clouds. But yeah, again, this little Mickey, perfect for me. I love seeing these in voting, and I know that a lot of other voters do as well. So it's definitely worth keeping in mind. It's definitely worth trying, because if you are trying to get a Mickey cloud and you're not quite sure how, this is a great tip. All right, gang, there you go. Hopefully that helps you track down the perfect Mickey cloud for your next DreamSnaps entry. I know that it's a bit of a fact sometimes, but when it lines up just right, it really does make your photo pop. If you've got any other little tricks like this, or if you've managed to get a particularly good shot with the Mickey cloud, then definitely let me know in the comments. I would love to see over on Discord. Thank you for watching. I will catch you in the next one, and I will, of course, see you in the valley.